Hello everyone, Spooky Matt here, and welcome back to the next installment of Resident Evil, Jill's playthrough. And we've finished exploring the mansion, and now it's time to head outside, out the back door. What could await us out there? Who knows? Let's find out. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm actually doing this recording in the middle of the afternoon, which is very rare, but I have some quiet time, so figured why not take advantage of it. And I'm sitting here with my bottle of Mountain Dew Live Wire and a full belly, and so I'm in a good place right now, ready to do the next installment here. So, yeah, if you'll recall from last time, we already put the medallions in here. Crests are placed in all the hollows. Yep, there's all 4 of them, so we can now leave out the back door. This next room is technically part of the mansion, but it's kind of outdoorsy. It's very obviously like a tool shed. You walk over here, you can see, oh, there's something up on that top shelf. It looks like a crank. And that's all that's in here in Jill's playthrough. In Chris's there would be, I think, a small key or a desk key on that barrel. Whoops, don't push that against the door. Oh, that's so flippin' annoying. Can't walk through that space. If you've watched my Chris playthrough, you'll probably notice a couple of differences coming up here once we actually get outside. Let's go ahead and take this. It is a crank indeed, and we do want to examine it. Nothing important unless you point the end towards you, and while it's hard to see there, its end is square-shaped. Now it's the square crank in our inventory. Very important because we're going to find another crank later with a different shaped end, and they look the exact same in your inventory, so definitely examine them so you don't confuse them. Can hear some dogs, right? Definitely hear their padding on the ground. Long as you don't make any sudden movements, though, they won't rush you. Oh boy. He's right there, so let's go ahead and get this going. Yeah, be careful of that. Oh, shit. Yeah, sometimes they'll layer on top of each other and just like... Oh, what was that? I don't know if you heard that. That was the radio beeping.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
What the hell?
This is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody answer me.
Brad? Brad?
Sounds like she's whispering, like, Brad? Brad. It's like, just shout, Jill. Battery's still charged, so maybe there's just too much distance between him and us. Who knows? Anyway, gonna continue to pick stuff up here. But yeah, as I was interrupted, the dogs will sometimes layer on top of each other like that, so you're trying to shoot the dog that's further away or maybe even closer, and it'll shoot the other one, and then you get a situation like I had there where you almost get bit right in the face. Nice thing is that shot where I almost got bit was a kill shot, so really cool. Here's our first blue herbs of the game. Remember, blue herbs cure poison, so that should also hint to you that you're about to encounter some poison-based enemies. I think that's a sign that I play Pokemon, is that I say poison-based. Yeah, let's go put this stuff away. Jill has a ton of inventory slots, but there's still a decent amount of herbs to pick up. Don't know if you also noticed, for those of you who watched the Chris playthrough, but there were only 2 dogs there, not 3. Another way in which Jill's playthrough is easier. Man, Livewire is so good. Gonna take a drink now. In my head, I've been like trying to, you know, come up with a definitive ranking of best Mountain Dew flavors. The only thing I can come up with for sure is that my favorite flavor is Baja Blast. But I think a lot of people would agree with that. Other than that, I don't know what my ranking would be. Keep the square crank on you. You don't know that you need it yet, unless you've played through the game already, but trust me, you do. The game's usually pretty good about, yeah, the item you just found, you're going to want to use it right away. Not always, but usually. Okay, back to where we were. No more backtracking, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, this is, what is this here? If you look at the map. Courtyard, first floor. But, if you come down here, you'll see something on the wall, and it says it's a map of garden. Will you take it? Yeah, so it's referred to as either the garden or the courtyard. There we go. Pretty decent size, but it's actually not as bad as it seems. This is weird. What's this? A winch for the elevator. The elevator is down. Okay. So there's an elevator down below somewhere. Alright, and through the garden we go. There's our one path we can take. Through the gate. There was a really annoying camera change right here, I think. Yeah, right there. Why? It's just really stupid. Changes again there. Maybe it's a bug, I don't know. A water passage, there's a ladder. Yeah, when I first played this game, I thought this was a swimming pool. Like, you need to drain the swimming pool. And I think that's because when I looked at the walkthrough in my old edition of Game Players magazine, they called it a swimming pool. But it is actually just a water passage. Okay. Square hole. That's how you know you need to use your square crank. I love the FMVs in this version of the game. So much brighter and easier to see what's going on. Cool. So we drained the water passage. Now water is running down the opposite side. That creates a problem for us, though we don't know it yet. Yep, ladders are for suckers. Let's just jump down. And here's your first poison-based enemies. It's not worth shooting them, so just run. It's snakes that drop out of trees. As long as you run and don't get hung up on a wall, you're fine. Take the elevator down. Now you can't hear it, but there's dogs walking around down here. Immediately walk forward. There you can see the dog. Stand in this corner. Fire. There we go. Cool. And once again, there's only 2 dogs, unlike Chris's playthrough where there are 3. So first off, down here, look at this. I've got to get power to the elevator. The battery is pulled out. So this is that elevator that was down. We found the winch for the elevator up above. This is part of a puzzle that we're going to have to solve eventually. Here's the problem we have. Apparently that water's flowing so fast we can't walk under it. The water is running from the upper water passage. There's something in the back. So we need to be able to get to it at some point. Might be hard to visualize right now, but if we can get that elevator working there, we can take it up, turn off or reflood the water passage, refill it, and then take the elevator down and get back behind there, is the idea. Okay, I think there's another pair of dogs here, maybe 3. Okay, we got 2 dogs. There might be a third. We're going to check here. Run around the corner. Okay. A lot of times in Chris's scenario, there is for sure a third dog in his scenario. And the best way to deal with it is to aggressively run around the corner, and then when you get to right here, just aim and fire. Because the dog gets trapped way down at the far end of the hallway. It just runs in circles. I don't know if there's something wrong with its pathing or whatever, the way it was programmed, but yeah. Anyway, again, only 2 dogs for Jill. Yay. And that's it for dogs. Maybe not in the whole game. Maybe in the whole game. I don't know. I don't want to make that statement, but that's definitely it for dogs out here in the courtyard, so you're done for a while. Grab the green and the blue. And then here's our main goal. The residence, as it's called in the remake, or in this game it is called the guardhouse. There's 3 blue herbs there. More blue herbs. We'll get those in a second. For now, we go in this first room on the right because it is the safe room. Let's put some stuff away here. Go ahead and get a couple of our red-green mixtures here. So again, this is now a full heal and a poison cure. It's great, really useful for Jill. So now go ahead and take any more red-green mixtures you have. I think we just have that one. We can go ahead and put this crank away. We're not going to be needing it for quite a while. Then let's run out here. Go ahead and pick up our herbs. Cool. Boom. God, I love having 8 item slots, or inventory slots. I don't think there's anything on here. It doesn't even let you examine it. Obviously there is something on there. There's like little flowers, but nothing we can use. Now we want to make use of this gargoyle statue. Why? Well, you'll see. We'll push this down this way. Whoa, that's kind of weird. It looks like there's 2 statues. That's a bug. Oh no, that's weird. It looked like there were 2 statues. That's the top of the statue and the bottom. Wow, my eyes went crazy there for a second. We want to cover this hole. I'm not going to explain why yet, but just trust me, you want to cover it. Okay, before we put stuff away, ooh, grenade rounds. There's a very good reason the game is giving you those right now. And then a first aid spray. Cool. Okay. So we want to put our health away. Oh man, just had a big sneeze. Okay, now we're going to get to use our grenade launcher for the first time. You don't have to use your grenade launcher. You can just use, you know, whatever you want. But the grenade launcher works really well here. Go ahead and stack our explosive rounds. Never checked these, by the way. Powerful rounds for the bazooka. What does this say? Explosive rounds loaded. That's right, it tells you what's in here. Cool. And then, because again we have unlimited saves, apparently in Jill's scenario, let's go ahead and save. And looks like we're going to be doing our first overwrite with Jill. Guardhouse. First floor. Yeah. Yep, there's a lot to the guardhouse. It's pretty big, but it goes by surprisingly quick. We're going to get it pretty much entirely done. Well, no, we are going to get it entirely done. Okay. We definitely want to save, though, because of what we're about to deal with, which is spiders. Spiders in this game are bastards, and you might see why here. Thank God Jill has a grenade launcher. Dead in one shot. Go ahead and leave, because baby spiders are going to pop out of there and just nibble at you. That'll reset the babies. Yeah, thanks to Jill's great ammunition with the grenade launcher, just having access to that. Jill, where are you? There you are. I was like, where are you, man? Yep, there's the babies. Here they come. Oh god, you saw how quick they were. They just do micro damage to you, but you can get, like, stun locked by them. Don't refill your grenade launcher, because it won't let you swap over different types of grenade, like flame rounds or acid rounds, unless the thing is empty. So don't refill it. In fact, what we're going to do is go get our Beretta back now. There's only 2 spiders in that room. Spiders suck, though, because, like, if all you have is Chris's shotgun to kill them, you'll shoot them once, they'll move to the side and immediately spray you with acid, just in the blink of an eye. And then you shoot them again, and they move to the side and spray you with acid. And there's nothing you can do. You can't react quick enough to move out of the way of it. So, yeah. Spiders are almost best to avoid if you're Chris, unless you're like me and you want to kill everything. Or you're going for like a no damage run or something, you know, then you would definitely want to avoid them. So over here we've got more clip for Jill. There would normally be ink ribbon on the table in the PlayStation version of the game, but obviously not in this version. That is not a large green herb, that's just a plant. And there's nothing on the bar. You can examine this, it's a broken pinball machine. Here's the important thing of this room, though. So if we examine a 6-ball, a 3-ball, a 9-ball. You getting a hint at what this is? It looks like a clock dial, some kind of a code. It's a bit tough to see, especially in Jill's scenario. You know, it's like, which hand is the short hand and which hand is the long hand? It's tough to tell. I think the short hand is the hand that is pointing just below the 3-ball. And the long hand is the one pointing to the 9-ball. I believe our code here is 345. Yes, that is a code. Just remember the time of the clock, 3:45. In Chris's scenario, I believe it was 12:45. 1245. 345 makes sense. It's 3 numbers, and they're all in order, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now into room 1, 001. Which in the remake is locked, but in this original we can just go in. Oh man, you're ready to go, aren't you, man? Oh, there's another one. Yeah, we want to move forward. I think he's going to just stand there for a second, which is kind of funny. Get a good look at what the zombies look like. Oh yeah, he's headbanging, man. Hope he sees us now. He's dead too. Alright, great. Yeah, in the remake this room is locked, but it's open here. And the first thing we have is a desk. And Jill has a lockpick, so let's open it. I think it's shotgun shells. Jill's actually going to get a ton of shotgun shells here to the point where we're not really going to use the Beretta much the rest of the game. And now a red book. Nothing important unless we open it. All pages are blank. What's it for? Now it's the blank book. Not going to be using that for a little bit, but remember it. It's dark outside and I can't see anything. You can see the dark. Chris's scenario, there's a small key in this cup. Nothing for Jill. Nothing unusual there. Okay, now we gotta go into the bathroom, which apparently is a tinier door. That's weird. No enemies in here, and I don't think there's any regular items besides what's in the bathtub. Nothing major. Well, that's what I want to see when I check a toilet, is nothing major. The bathtub is filled with muddy water. Will you unplug it? Hell yeah, I will. Live wire. Ooh, look at that. Thank God that didn't go down the drain. The serum key. Weird. Yeah, this is a key you don't need to actually check. It already has its name. A key to enter the control room. How would Jill know that? Resident Evil 1 logic, baby. There's a control room around here somewhere. That is a very important item. Keep hold of that. Yeah, let's put some stuff away. Let's put some stuff away. Now, there's going to be a little cutscene coming up here shortly. It's going to be hard to hear it, so I will try and be as quiet as I possibly can, but still might not hear much. Just warning you in advance. Again, still not going to use the shotgun. Rather save it for later. Cool. Into the next part of the guardhouse. Interesting. It's too quiet. We're going to ignore that door for now. And we're going to examine this one. It's locked. The plate says 002. Okay. Here's another gargoyle statue. All we're going to do is shove it out of the way and pick up some herbs. Go ahead and combine them. You have plenty of herbs already. So we can't get into door 002. So we'll have to hope this door opens. And it does. This is an interesting room. A lot of plant life. A lot of foliage. I'm not going to examine this door, because I think if I do in Jill's scenario, something bad could happen. Well, what the hell, let's do it. It won't move at all. It seems to be obstructed from the opposite side. Okay. It's locked. The plate says 003. It's locked. Oh shit, there's the bees. There's a panel with number keys. Yeah, I guess if you stay in this room too long, the bees will attack, but it's a decent amount of time. So here's where we need the code from the clock that we saw, if you'll remember. 3:45. Will you push the keys? This is just lights out. You don't need to know the code. You could just play the game and you can just turn them all out. Or sorry, it's not lights out, it's lights on. You have to turn all the lights on. But the code is the fastest way to do it. So 3, 4, 5. There we go. Let's get in before we get stung. God, they're everywhere. Now this room is pretty important. In Chris's playthrough, he was not able to do anything in this room. Rebecca had to do it. Something is written on the wall. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 7 is 13, and 13 plus 3 is 16. Don't grab the bottles yet. It'll try to make you. We don't want them in our inventory just yet. There's 4 of them. Something is written on the wall. Water 1, red 2, purple 3, green 4. And then of course you have a sink where you can get water out of it. Faucet. Okay, so we're going to leave this room. The bees will have reset. We're going to run to the left. And you might get a little freaked out because there's a giant beehive. But be quick. Here we go. Key on a table. Go ahead and grab that. And then just run out. You can go in any door you want, but let's just exit. You can shoot the bees if you want, but it's a waste. They'll keep respawning. Cool. Let's go ahead and check this dormitory key. Nothing important. Ah, the number 002 is engraved. Excellent. I love it. So that's where we're going to go. You've used the 002 key. This key is useless now. Discard. Yep. Well, that sucks. We didn't get the Barry talking to somebody scene. Oh well. The desk is locked. Will you use the lockpick? I'm not sure what the order has to be of events, the way you do events, but yeah, you can sometimes come to this door and hear Barry talking to someone. We might have had to go to this room before we went into room 001. Ah well. A dormitory sketch. Will you take it? Yes. You got the map of the dormitory. Yeah, it's the dormitory, but it's also a guardhouse. Cool. And there is a basement to the guardhouse. Alright, we're going to ignore the note on the bed for now. Go in here and get ready to fire. He's done. Clip in here. 5 bullets for 15. I'll take it every time. Nothing special. No water is left. Alright, let's read this note. Plant 42 report. Yeah, there is a lot of foliage in this area. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T-virus differently than other plants have been, and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. There are 2 ways in which plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through its root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Of course a scientist went mad. Wow. Now the basement is filled with water. It is easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in the water and promotes the incredibly fast growth of plant 42. Another part of plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of those bulbs, and they are the second resource for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, Plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood using the suckers located at the back of its vine. That is why we use the gargoyle statue to cover the hole in the floor. If you don't do that, every time you run by that hole, a vine will come out and grab you and do a little bit of damage. And it's kind of a jump scare, and it's also very annoying. And because Jill has, pretty low robustness compared to Chris, it doesn't take too many grabs to put her in caution. So yeah. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victims to this. May 21st, 1998, Henry Sarton. Okay, so this was 2 months ago, basically. Alright. Something back here. What could it be? A ladder. Can we look outside? Nope. Okay, down the ladder we go. There's a ladder. Will you descend it? We're going to do a little bit of backtracking here after this, but I want to come down here and do this to pick up another green herb, just so I can go put it in my box. Okay, there's a box. Not a storage box, just a regular box. And I don't know if you could tell, but the box says something on it. And it says UMB, and we need to use these boxes to make a little bridge across this little water passage here. This little mini pool, because apparently Jill can't swim across. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want to. But yeah, it's a little dark, but that box has a U, an M, and a B on it. What could that mean? So the way to do this puzzle, obviously push the first two boxes straight in. This box you need to go backwards with so you can get it away from that wall and over against this wall. And then you push it all the way down the hallway. Takes a little while. Pretty exciting, huh? Yep, unlike the Tomb Raider games and Lara Croft, Jill cannot pull boxes. Neither can Chris. I guess in reality it would be hard to get a grip on that box to pull it. So now you have a path. Okay, go ahead and grab these herbs. And as you can see, there's some of that Jello water right there. We're not going to go in it yet. We're actually going to run back to our item box and deposit it because we have a decent amount of things to pick up here. Actually, hang on just a second. No. We're not. We're going to do this. I think we have enough item space. Or inventory space. Cool. Thank God for Jill having 8 inventory slots. I love this compared to Chris's version. So you come in here, water everywhere. Ignore that door for now. Watch this. Unique cutscene to Jill's playthrough. Oh no! Why is she in front of that door? Don't go in this door. Look at that. Look at that big ass shark. This door is locked. I don't know why the game puts you in front of it. There's no keyhole. Go to this door. You've used the serum key. Make sure you have the control room key on you. And that's why. You need it to get in there. Discard, X out of the inventory, and mash the A button to get through the door. Oh man, I love that. Great cutscene. It's like something out of Jaws. There's a light here. There's a lever. Will you move it? Yep. There we go. The water's drained. There's actually nothing to look at in here. Nothing special. Just some tank. Nothing to look at here, but look at this glowing light. There's a button. Will you push it? There was a sound from the room next door. Cool. Okay, we'll examine the room in just a second. But yeah, I hear some noise. Maybe some fish out of water? Eh? It's a large water tank. The tank appears to have cracked. I mean, yes, it does. Oh no! Sharks! Die. Kill the babies. Kill the mom. Die. Oh, that's a good feeling. How's it feel now? So first let's go in this door. There's really nothing in here for Jill, but we can at least see something interesting. Look at that. It looks like a plant root. All starchy and everything. There is a small key in this box in Chris's playthrough, not in Jill's. Alright, let's get through here. I think if you examine the plate, yeah, the door just opens. This is kind of like a storage room or a supply room. To your immediate right, Jill, is 2 clips. Straight ahead of you when you come in is 2 boxes of shotgun shells. And then if you wait for a moment, oh look at that glow right over here. It's a key. There is one more room that's still locked. Yes, room 003. Beautiful. Okay. And that's it for the basement. You'll see that it is completely cleared now. Okay. Ah, man, I'm thinking to myself, do I want to cut scene with Barry? I really do, but I also want to show as much of this game as I can as far as like doing things for yourself. So I think we're going to kind of miss the Barry cutscene to an extent. He might still show up, but just not in the way that I would have liked him to. Okay. Time to go back to the item box now. I'm curious to see what's in this final desk in room 003 because in the PlayStation version of the game it's ink ribbons, but obviously there's no ink ribbons in the PC port in Jill's playthrough, so I wonder what they're going to replace it with. Hopefully some really cool grenade launcher ammo. Eh? That's what I hope anyway. Okay, go ahead and put all your health away. You can go ahead and take a green herb and make another triple. We're getting to the point where we're really stocking up on green herbs. Not trying to, but it's just, there's so many. How many do we have still? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm just gonna make another triple here. I'm gonna do it, you can't stop me. Oops. That's one thing that annoys me about the original Resident Evil. There's so few red herbs. Alright. 2 things we're going to want to do here now. Go ahead and grab the blank book. And get rid of your shotgun shells. And to room 3. By the way, the Plant 42 report also mentioned that it wraps its vines around the door to its room to block the door off, you know, so nobody can get through it. So we now know which room is Plant 42's. It's the big room all the way to the right on the map, where we examined it and Jill was like, it's not locked, but I can't get through, it won't move. Yep. That's because the plant is sleeping, or feeding, one of the two. Okay, bees are still here, so go ahead and use the key. Discard that. And then enter. First thing we're going to do is explore the bathroom before we explore the rest of the room. Oh yeah, this guy's really close, I forgot. Okay, and he's also really dead. Very nice. Now how great is this? Our very first flame rounds. These are very useful against Plant 42, but unfortunately my grenade launcher still has, what do you call it? Just explosive rounds in there, and I need to use those up before I put flame rounds in, so. Dust collects inside the bath towel. Oh, dust collects inside the bath towel is dirty. Okay. Yeah, there's only like 6 or maybe 12 flame rounds in this entire game. There's not very many, and that's one of the stocks you find. All right, let's see what's in here. I'm excited. Oh, bullshit. Really, Resident Evil? I mean, really, Capcom? You're just gonna make it so Jill can't get anything out of that desk? Ugh. You could have at least put like some more explosive rounds in there or something. So this looks like a pushable shelf, but it's not, as you can see. Let's go over here. A row of red books. There's one white book. Will you take it? Sure. Ah, the V-Jolt report. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected by the Tyrant virus. We also have found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found an element that destroys these plant cells rapidly in UMB number 16, one of the series of UMB chemicals that we used for that experiment. We've seen UMB on those boxes downstairs. Interesting. Anyway, we named this UMB number 16 as V-Jolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy Plant 42 if we put the V-Jolt directly on the root. You need to mix some of the UMB series chemicals in a specific order to create V-Jolt. But the UMB series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas, which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. Following are the types of UMB series chemicals and their brief characteristics. UMB number 2, red. NP003, purple. UMB number 4, green. Yellow 6, yellow. UMB number 7, white. UMB number 13, blue, which has a stimulating smell, and V-Jolt, or UMB number 16, brown. Cool. Now a book is missing. I wonder where the missing book is, ... Here it is. Now if I go through that door at this moment, because of the way I've explored the game so far, Barry is going to come barging in with a flamethrower and save me. But I think that also lowers Barry's chances of living through this entire playthrough, so I'm going to show you the quote-unquote right way to do this. I'm going to be as thorough as possible. We're going to make the V-Jolt and put it on the plant root. Cool. So go ahead and grab all 4 bottles. I actually think you only need 3, to be honest, but it's fine. We'll just pick them all up. Cool. Okay, remember, here is the combo. This shows you the way to make V-Jolt. And then this is the reminder of what everything is. Water is 1, red is 2, purple is 3, green is 4. Well, we definitely need water to start out with, so let's put water in one of the bottles. And as you can see, it's a little hard to tell the water from the other bottles, so just look at the description. So what do we need first? 1 and 2 is 3, and then 3 and 4 is 7. Well, 2 is over here. UMB number 2. And then let's also grab a 4. This puzzle is a little different in the remake. I think it's a little more challenging, but not too much more. And 4 is green. Cool. So we want to mix 1 and 2. So that makes our NP3 purple. Now we want to do 3 and 4. That makes UMB number 7, which is white. The next thing we want is 2 and 4, and then we want to mix the 6 with the 7. So let's grab another 2. And another 4. And if at any point, if you mess this up and make a combination that is not on the chart on the wall, poisonous gas will just start flowing into this room from your bottles, and you will just have to run out of the room to reset the puzzle. Which makes no sense because you have the bottles in your inventory still, but whatever. It's Resident Evil logic. Okay, 2 and 4 will make a yellow. And then 6 with 7 will make blue, which apparently has a stimulating smell. Now we need to make, it says 13 and 3. Well, remember there is no 3. We need to make a 3 with water and a 2. Water and red. So let's get another water. Let's get another red. Excellent. There's purple. Purple with the blue. And there's V-Jolt. Now I can destroy that Ivy monster. We haven't even actually seen the Ivy monster yet, right? It's just... it's somewhere. Alright. So before we go put this on the plant root, let's go back to our item box and grab some stuff we need and stow our bottles away forever, since we'll never need them. Am I gonna save? I don't think I am. I can beat Plant 42 very easily without even getting hit, so I don't think I'm gonna save. So go ahead and grab explosive rounds and your bazooka. I kind of want to use flame rounds, but these are actually best saved for another enemy, so I'm going to hold off. We're going to put those there. Okay, so we'll put this in the stuff that we don't need, so let's do a little bit of this here. I'll keep 1 health on me, that's all I should need. Okay. You're gonna see in this fight that Jill's bazooka actually has pretty good range. It doesn't have amazing range, but it's got pretty good range. Okay, oh yeah. Let's go use the V-Jolt. And using the V-Jolt will remove the entire bottle from your inventory, so it's not like Jill pours the V-Jolt out and then the empty bottle is left behind. And as always, if you watched my playthrough with Chris, you'll know that this is something that Rebecca has to do because Chris can't handle chemicals. Chris has to stupidly walk into the plant room and get grabbed, And then Rebecca has to poison the plant root with V-Jolt so that the plant will drop Chris, and then he can finish killing it. It looks like a plant root. There we go. Yep, it smells bad. I love examining the root at the end. It's withered. Yes, it is. Okay, up the ladder we go. Was I right? Yeah, the bottle is gone. It's like, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Okay, now to go kill the plant. I wonder now that I've shriveled it, can I go through the big door? I might be able to, but let's just do it the traditional way of sneaking through the side door. And the plant is still going to be alive, which is kind of shocking, right? Boom. Wow, that missed. Okay, I'm out of ammo. There we go. He's dead. Yeah, that's a little bit shocking, right? Because you come in here and you're like, okay, I used V-Jolt on the plant. And then it's still alive and you're like, WTF, man. Alright. But yeah, anyway, had I not put V-Jolt on the root, I would have come in through that small door, and I think, you know, Jill will kind of walk up and get grabbed by the plant. She'll start screaming. Barry will be just outside this big main door, and then he'll come running in with the flamethrower, start flaming it, and he'll just do like this weird Rambo, like, ah, like while firing his flamethrower. And then that kills the plant. So, again, Barry saves you from an instant death that Chris would have had otherwise. Examine the fireplace. And look what this is. It's the last key for the mansion. Why is it in the fireplace here? Who knows? But it's a really cool looking key, right? Helmet key. Beauty. Alright, and we might see Barry if we walk out this door. I can't remember. Let's see. Nope. No Barry. No Barry in this entire area. Man, that's really sad. Sorry about that, everyone. We will see him again, though. Trust me. Uh-oh. Barry?
Wesker!
No, it's Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right?
Why are you talking all
Anyway,
sensually?
It's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
I hope so.
Okay. I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
What a weird conversation. It's like the first time seeing Wesker and he just doesn't really seem to care and just wanders off. That's really sus. Anyway. The dialogue's not as corny there as it is between Wesker and Chris. Cool. I like it. Okay, that's it for the guardhouse. We're going to go ahead and get our inventory set for the next installment, which is going to introduce a really frightening enemy. But they're not quite as frightening as they were with Chris, because Jill has a grenade launcher, or a bazooka. And she also has acid rounds, which, as Barry told us, are really powerful, especially against living things. And the creatures we're going to be fighting actually are living. They're not zombies. They just have been infected by the T-virus. So yeah. Good times are going to keep a health on us because, I mean, it doesn't take much damage from these creatures to drop Jill into caution. So we're going to be careful. And of course we need our mansion key. So yeah, that should be good. Go ahead and save. Two saves for the guardhouse. Not too bad, huh? I love the guardhouse. It's maybe my favorite area of the game. So yeah, that does it for the guardhouse. Hope you enjoyed that installment, and I hope you're looking forward to the Return to the Mansion, which is not that long, all things considered. Unlike Chris's scenario, I'm not going to explore every single room to see what enemies are in which rooms. I'm just going to do just what I need to be as safe as possible. Again, because Jill is not as hardy as Chris. But yeah, hope you're looking forward to it. And my plan is to do it tomorrow. Do two installments a week until we get to October, where I will introduce my new or next game. And it will mostly be a blind playthrough. I've only played 2 hours of that game previously, and that was like 2 years ago. So yeah. Look forward to that. Anyway, until that time, bye for now, everyone.